Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are here today, Haroon and Abdullah,
Hmm.
on a different show, Golden Pillars, bringing you an episode specifically talking about depression amongst our senior population. It's a very heavy topic, and what I'd love, Haroon, is for us to discuss. Firstly, what could be some of the reasons why a lot of our seniors, whether they are from the per se the white population or South Asian population or any race, either choose to or end up living in nursing or retirement homes. Firstly, and how that could drive them towards more depression that they are already facing. So let's shed some light on that. What are your thoughts on people, first of all, living in retirement homes, given that you come from a South Asian background where it's still frowned upon sending your mom or dad or both off to a retirement home.
Interesting point that you mentioned right there. I want to focus on what you just said
Yeah,
about this, about sending them to retirement homes are frowned upon in our South Asian community. I think it's happening a lot now in our community.
it is. It is. I hear about it all the time. And
Um,
again, I want to say this first off is this: sometimes it's not their choice, but sometimes it is. And then there
right.
are repercussions uh,
In
on
both
yeah
instances,
in both instances.
I think Abdullah, the problem is that uh, we are in this situation with seniors because of how fast life has become, how complex life has become, how complicated life has become
Yeah,
now, and how unsympathetic and heartless life has become now in terms of the rat race that we call life. This world is a lot different than it was even 30, 40 years ago.
agreed, agreed.
And so there were distinct, clear understandings decades ago that, we had this belief as South Asians or as people of the Asian continent or Eastern continents
Yeah,
that the white folk, they, once they're 18 years old, they kick them out, and then those people, they don't take care of their elders, and they're just thrown into like these old age homes.
yeah,
We don't do that kind of stuff. We have our mothers and fathers with us. सेवा करते हैं भाई, उनकी सेवा करते हैं
yeah.
until the day that they die. But because of the way the world is functioning now, man, I think it's all just a big melting pot now.
Oh yeah, yeah. And
And I think, Abdullah, the point that you made about sometimes it's by choice, sometimes it's not by choice. I would have to
so
put a little.
I do want to present you a couple of scenarios and maybe discuss both situations. But before I do that, I wanted to say something that just popped up in my head while you were saying all of that. Is
Mhm.
that we are living in a different society now. South Asian, and the topic is not just South Asians. It's a general
General
topic
topic.
about
Yeah,
people
I just
ending
pointed
up
that out.
in retirement
Yeah,
homes.
yeah.
But yeah, here's what I wanted to shed some light on. You're right. We are molding our lifestyle according to because we live here, we see the white population doing certain things, sending their kids off at 18, sending their parents off to retirement homes at 70, all of that. But interestingly enough, it's not just happening here. It's not just the South
It's
Asians
a
living here.
global
It
phenomenon.
is becoming a global thing, something that I was unheard of back home, whether it's India, Pakistan, South Asia, Middle East, where I didn't even know what a retirement home was growing up. But now I hear from people back home that retirement homes are a huge business, first of all,
Yep, they really are.
and where parents are willingly moving into those homes to find peace, to get away from the ruckus, the noise.
Abdullah, I would call it subtle abuse. I would call it subtle elders abuse. That's what they're trying to get away from, subtly. They see that in their own homes, that the value that they had, the respect, or that the love that they did receive before, the admiration that they did receive before, hold held or does not hold as much value anymore.
Yeah,
And so based on that, they come to that decision, that conscientious decision, that what, I don't want to get disrespected in my own home anymore.
yes, That's yeah. I
and
mean,
I
there
don't
are
want to get
reasons that
hurt.
drive them, whether if
And
it's by choice.
by choice, but it drives
It's
them, whether it's by choice or not.
yeah,
But Abdullah, it's not only about like, it's not just about their self-respect being trounced upon. It's I don't know what else. They're hurt, man.
they're hurt. Yeah,
They're
they're hurt.
hurt because of perhaps neglect. And now I'm not saying that the younger generation is doing this on purpose. I'm not finger pointing.
Yeah,
The world has become so difficult now to live in. It's easier to be dead than it is to be alive now,
true.
man.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good point you make.
And so the problem is that the young people don't have the time to not. I mean, they can hardly feed their own young kids and spend time with them.
Right.
How are they supposed to do this with their parents?
Yeah.
So the parents get caught in that place, man, where they seep through the cracks of our social system.
Yeah.
And it's not just in Canada or America, man. This is a global phenomenon right now.
It is. It is.
And I've
And
seen
the-
it with my own eyes, to
And
be
the
honest with you.
the most interesting thing that we notice now, and I'm sure there are stats to back this up, but whether it's by choice or by force that parents are being sent away into a nursing home or a retirement home, even if it's by their own conscious decision, most of these folks, when they do end up in a place like this, um, start to suffer more depression, more anxiety, more solitude than they did before.
100%. Yeah.
What do you think could be the reasons for that?
Well, I think to start with, just a very foreign environment, an alien environment for them.
Right.
They're not used to their sons or daughters or their bahus or their damads or their grandkids coming up to them and saying hello to them in the morning. It's a completely different environment. It's very structured and very robotic.
Right.
And so as a result, these people were used to a certain lifestyle, Abdullah.
Yeah.
And now they're not. Now they're just like anybody else. And whoever is watching over them, God love them, man. I mean, the fact that there's these workers, I'm going off on a little bit of a tangent,
Well,
but
yeah, I
these
mean,
workers that are
they're providing a service
a
for
service
a fee.
for a
For a
fee. It's
fee.
true.
And there's
It is
I'm sure there's
true.
emotions involved.
There are a little bit of emotions involved, and I think good on them for doing that. But it's not the same, man. It's not the same like how it was in the homes. Now, whether they chose to do this on their own,
Yeah.
or they were forced into this because of a certain circumstance, in either case, it's heartbreaking to see that
Yeah.
that they can't adjust to this new mode in their life or
Yeah.
this new phase in their life.
Because a lot of the times what ends up happening is, and again, I'll come back to saying that even if it's by choice, they wanted to move away from from that lifestyle, thinking that they'll be able to live in peace and harmony, hoping that every now and then they'll get to see their children
Right.
and grandchildren. But a lot of the times, and I've heard sad stories where children stop visiting the parents, or even if they do visit, it's for a couple of hours every now and then, or for special occasions. It's almost like somebody's in jail and they get
So
a
true.
visiting
A pass.
pass for an hour or so. So all of those reasons, and plus what you said, the environment that now they're amongst strangers. They have to confide with strangers that they've never known all their
Yeah, but
lives.
Abdullah, there's a flip side to that coin.
There's always a flip side.
All right. What if those strangers, they feel even more comfortable confiding in them as opposed to their own kids?
Yes. Yes.
That can happen too. But I'll tell you, Abdullah, getting old is a dangerous game, man. Getting old, when you become a tree and you're a powerful big tree, but then that tree starts aging
Yeah.
and its branches start wilting. That's a very dangerous place to be in. My father, I'll give you an example, man. My mom, my dad, and with Auntie as well. We know how Auntie went.
Yeah.
We know how Mom went, right? We know how Dad went. The one thing that they kept saying was, "Ya Allah, mujhe bas kisi ko muhtaj na banaye."
English.
Oh, my sincerest apologies. Please don't let me be,
A burden, yeah.
a burden on anybody.
Yeah.
Let me go with my boots on. And if you can go and go into that transition into that next realm
Yeah.
before the humiliation and the depression and the sadness and the isolation kicks in, you're a lucky person, man.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying that when you start getting older, it's a dangerous thing.
It is. It is. Because I think aging in general, and by aging I don't mean that you have to be 80 years old and suddenly realize that, oh, okay, you're not young anymore.
Right.
Even when people start to age around 40,
You kidding? Look at us,
when they
man.
cross that barrier, and you start to see those slight wrinkles on your forehead or on your skin,
Your neck.
that hits you hard,
It does.
and you never ever get used to that.
No.
Where aging just it's something that you cannot control, you cannot stop.
Yeah.
And I know it's a different topic where we can talk about people going under the knife to do
Oh,
certain things
yeah,
to look younger, but you don't only age physically, you start aging
Mentally,
in your
emotionally,
head.
spiritually.
Yeah, that time that clock is ticking all the time. It's there's no way, there's no operation or surgery that's going to stop that.
No.
So that it plays in your head all the time. So aging is depressing enough, but then to not lose your family, but to move away from your family in those circumstances.
Yeah.
And in most cases, if you'd be lucky if it's you and your wife ending up in a retirement home together. But in most cases, the wife's gone, or the husband's gone, and the surviving spouse has to go alone
100%.
to a strange place, to live amongst strangers.
I mean, what you're left with then, ladies and gentlemen, what you're left with are memories.
Yeah.
And when you start reminiscing, and that's the only thing that you can look forward to while you're awake, is to reminisce.
Yeah.
That's very difficult. And we could tag this conversation into ageism. Ageism is an ism, just like anything else, like prejudice, racism.
Exactly, it is.
And when someone starts feeling that they don't have the same value that they once did in their heyday, in their glory days, Abdullah, that breaks that soul down even more.
Absolutely.
Not just their physical debilitation or frame structure, but it's also the emotional or the soul that withers away.
Yes.
So when that soul starts withering away, man, what we're doing right now, so far our discussion has been all about identifying and acknowledging that these things are happening.
Yeah, no, because I guess the point that we're trying to drive home right now is depression is definitely connected to aging, but it's a double whammy when you have to, again, spend your final years away from family, sitting alone in the dark in a bedroom.
Sometimes, Abdullah, when they're sitting alone, they would rather almost sit alone than to lean on their family because they're so hurt by their family.
Exactly.
So that's another issue.
Exactly. But I guess the takeaway from our discussion today is that.
What is the takeaway? That's a pretty.
No, my message to the youth is anybody who has parents, try to hold on to them for as long as you can.
100%, man.
Not for your own good, because it will help you emotionally, spiritually, but also to make their final moments easier on them.
Put yourself in their shoes, man, because you're not going to be able to put yourself in their shoes one day because their shoes won't be there anymore.
Exactly.
So just remember that, man. When they're upset about something, when they're grumpy about something, just know why they are.
Yeah. Because the fact of the matter is, no joy or no other happiness in this world can overtake or be bigger than having family around.
100%.
Because that emotional support, that emotional blessing, especially for old people, that they get, man. Not just from their kids, but their grandkids, their clan. Nothing can top that. So hopefully we drove our point home.
I hope so.
And we'd like to thank you for watching our episode.
And Abdullah, I'd just like to finish off by saying that kudos to those who are actually doing the job, helping out the elders, the seniors all around the world, and are doing it from the goodness of their heart. So
may they be rewarded in this world and in the next one.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching our show.
जी अच्छा, अब आप क्या सुना रही हैं आखिर में हमें?
जी एक बहुत खूबसूरत सॉन्ग है सर, राहत फ़तेह अली ख़ान
वाह
साहब ने
वाह
इसको
वाह, क्या
गाया था।
बात थी भाई, वो तो
और
हमारे यहाँ।
हर दिल अज़ीज़ सॉन्ग है ये, और मैं ये सॉन्ग अपने पूरे आवाज़ एंटरटेनमेंट की टीम को और आपको डेडिकेट करूँगी। और
बहुत
जहाँ
शुक्रिया।
जहाँ तक मेरी आवाज़ मेरे नाजरीन की समातों से टकरा रही है, ये खूबसूरत सा सॉन्ग, एवरग्रीन सॉन्ग आप
जी जी,
सबके नाम,
बड़ा
सुलैम हसन की तरफ से।
बड़ा उन्होंने हमारे मुल्क का नाम रोशन किया है हर जगह दुनिया भर में।
वे चंगनियों की ताबीबा, वे चंगनियों की ताबीबा, दिल मेरा तोड़ के वे बड़ा पछताया खा, वे बड़ा पछताया खा, तेरे नाल जोड़ के मेरे दिल विच रह के मेरे दिल दा हाल न जाने, तेरे बाजों कलिया बह के रोंदे नैन निमाणे, जीना मेरा है मरना मेरा, नाल तेरे सी कर एतबार मेरा, मैं करा इंतजार तेरा, तू दिल तू या जान मेरी, मैं तेनू समझावा की ना तेरे वजों लगदा जी, तू की जाने प्यार मेरा, मैं करा इंतजार तेरा, तू दिल तू या जान मेरी, मैं तेनू समझावा की ना तेरे वाजों लगदा जी। बहुत शुक्रिया। मंगेशकर जी की आवाज़, फ़िल्म का नाम कश्मीर की कली, और मोहम्मद रफ़ी साहब के साथ बहुत खूबसूरत सॉन्ग उन्होंने गाया था। मैं कोशिश करूँगी कि गा सकूँ।
चले जी जी।
हो 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 आहा हा, ला ला ला, ये देख के दिल झूमा, ली प्यार ने अंगड़ाई, दीवाना हुआ बादल, सावन की घटा छाई, ये देख के दिल झूमा, ली प्यार ने अंगड़ाई, दीवाना हुआ बादल, सावन की घटा छाई, ये देख के दिल झूमा, ली प्यार ने अंगड़ाई, दीवाना हुआ बादल, ऐसी तो मेरी तकदीर न थी, तुम सा जो कोई महबूब मिले, दिल आज खुशी से पागल है, ऐ जान वफा तुम खूब मिले, ऐ जान वफा तुम खूब मिले, दिल क्यों न बने पागल, क्या तुमने अदा पाई, ये देख के दिल झूमा, ली प्यार ने अंगड़ाई, दीवाना हुआ बादल, सावन की घटा छाई, ये देख के दिल झूमा, ली प्यार ने अंगड़ाई, दीवाना हुआ बादल।
बड़ा अच्छा, बड़ा एक गाना भी बड़ा जबरदस्त है रफ़ी साहब और लता जी।
बहुत शुक्रिया।
चलिए जी, आपको कुछ याद आई कोई ऐसी
हाँ
चीज़
जी,
की जो?
बस बड़ी अच्छा माहौल, बड़ा ज़बरदस्त, और एक तसलसल के साथ ये चल रहा है। बड़ा मजा आ रहा है. दिस इज व्हाट रियली वी आर
चलिए
एंजॉयिंग.
मैं थोड़ा सा
साथ
देखता
साथ
हूँ.
गपशप चल रही है, साथ साथ मीठे मीठे और जनाब मौसीकी चल रही है. और
खान साहब मेरी हसन साहब की आवाज़ में एक गाना जो याद आ गया इस वक्त थोड़ा सा. जी. मैं जिस दिन भुला दूं तेरा प्यार दिल से, वो दिन आखिरी मेरी जिंदगी का. मैं जिस दिन भुला दूं तेरा प्यार दिल से, वो दिन आखिरी मेरी जिंदगी का. ये आंखें उसी रात हो जाएंगी, ये आंखें उसी रात हो जाएंगी, जो तेरे सिवा देखे सपना किसी का. मैं जिस दिन भुला तेरा प्यार दिल से, वो दिन आखिरी मेरी जिंदगी का. मेरे दिल में हरदम मोहब्बत है तेरी, मेरी जिंदगी अब अमानत है तेरी, मेरी जिंदगी अमानत है तेरी. तमन्ना है जिन रास्तों पर चले तू, निशानों पर मेरी बंदगी का. ये आंखें उसी रात हो जाएंगी, ये आंखें उसी रात हो जाएंगी, जो तेरे सिवा देखे सपना किसी का. मैं जिस दिन भुला दूं तेरा प्यार दिल से, वो दिन आखिरी हो मेरी जिंदगी का. अचानक की गाना याद आ गया. जी 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 जी.
बड़ा खूबसूरत अंदाज में आपने गाया. बहुत
कोई और आप लोग सुनाए.
क्या बात है, क्या बात है, क्या बात है सर, क्या बात है.
तुमको देखा तो ये ख्याल आया, जिंदगी धूप तुम घना साया, तुमको देखा तो ये ख्याल आया. तुम चले जाओगे तो सोचेंगे, तुम चले जाओगे तो सोचेंगे, हमने क्या खोया, हमने क्या पाया, हमने क्या खोया, हमने क्या पाया। जिंदगी दो तुम घना सा, तुमको देखा तो ये ख्याल आया। आया।
भाई साहब
मजा
अब
आया।
आप आगे इस सफर को जारी रखिए।
जी जी आपकी
बहुत शुक्रिया,
इंशाअल्लाह
सर।
दुआओं में
लग जा गले से फिर ये हंसी रात हो न हो, शायद फिर इस जन्म में मुलाकात हो न हो। लग जा गले से फिर ये हंसी रात हो न हो, शायद फिर इस जन्म में मुलाकात हो न हो। लग जा गले से हमको मिली है आज ये घड़ियां नसीब से, हमको मिली है आज ये घड़ियां नसीब से। जी भर के देख लीजिए हमको करीब से, फिर आपके नसीब में ये बात हो न हो, शायद फिर इस जन्म में मुलाकात हो न हो। लग जा गले से पास आइए कि हम नहीं आएंगे बार बार, पास आइए कि हम नहीं आएंगे बार बार। बाहें गले में डाल के हम रोले जार जार, आँखों से फिर ये प्यार की बरसात हो न हो, शायद फिर इस जन्म में मुलाकात हो न हो। लग जा गले से
बहुत खूब।
शुक्रिया।